Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We are back. We're doing a best of one Zendikar Rising draft. Alright, Rare Magmatic Chandler is a great card. Gets bigger if you have 4 or more instants and sorceries. Otherwise, you can just discard and exile top 2. It's like getting access to 2 more spells a turn, and it's just a cheap 1-3. Great card. Otherwise, Emiria Captain, great for the party deck. Really strong. Buying Veil, just great utility spell land. Shatterskull Minotaur, great party card. Possibly pay 2 mana for a 5/4 haste. And here he's Binding. Arrest that can hit planeswalkers. Banneret, certainly a playable warrior. Seer, party card. Into the Royal, utility spell that I'd want in my Wizards deck. Royal Mage, kicker deck, or Wizards. Blood Priest, party deck. Hunger for the counters deck. And Colossus for the party deck. And then a couple kind of underwhelming tricks there. Alright, follow-up pick. Well, no real noteworthy red card. In blue, we have the Cunning Geyser Mage, though, so if we want to make... I'm fine following up with a Geyser Mage. It puts us in a second color, but it's another wizard. We can find some wizard synergies otherwise. There is a Kargan War Leader, a Warrior Lord. Iridescent Hornbeetle is definitely a very strong +1/+1 counter card. Just spits out insects. Deadly Alliance, some removal. Zoff Consumption, good playable spell land. Healer for the Cleric's deck. Constrictor for the counters deck. Sneercaster, not just kind of draft chaff, maybe good for party deck playable if you need a rogue. Marasa Brute, same thing, sort of just party deck filler. I'm cool with the Geyser Mage. I feel good about it. I want to play this Chandler if I can. We'll see if it works. So here, we could also just build towards a party deck, in which case we might want like Veteran Adventurer, because it acts as a party and it gets cheaper with party, and it's a win con. Otherwise, Allied Assault, obviously good for the party deck. Farsight Adept, rather, I like for the party deck. And here he's Binding. I think these removal spells are good. I think I just prefer more permanent removal because there's a lot of like weird bounce effects, or there's enough bounce effects in this format, or anti-enchant, where I don't love Nahiri's Binding, but it's still definitely good. I mean, there's another wizard in here too. We don't have any wizard synergies currently, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to take the Adventurer. I feel like when you're not sure what direction to go, full party is a good route to go, just because there's a lot of different cards that can make that come together. Another Nahiri's Binding, no kidding. Well, we can take the Pack Beast, and then we're actually off to a good start for party. Because, once again, there's a wizard in here, but I really like Pack Beast a lot. It's a great card. Lets you play more party cards, too. There's Vanguard for Warriors, Mucklord for +1/+1 counter deck, Snarecaster for party. Easily wheel those if I even want to play them. I'm going to take the Pack Beast over the Binding here. I'm cool with that. Throne of McKindy. This is for kick spells. Okay. Can take the Bubble Snare. Can take Synchronized Spellcraft. I'm kind of cool with the Spellcraft over the Bubble Snare, even though... And there's Into the Royal, too. It's actually... I think Spellcraft overall in a vacuum is weaker than both of these cards. But if we do, in fact, end up in some sort of maybe red-green party deck, I think Spellcraft can be very good. Kill Thing, nuke your opponent for 4. For a decent cost, I guess. I like the synergy cards. Like I said, I think this is weaker, but we're kind of at this point looking like we're going to end up more of a party-based deck. Like now we can take the Colossus and be okay with that, or we could take the Cleric. I think Colossus is fine here. It's GOP'd, but it's not going to fit in exactly with the party theme that I'm working for right now. So we'll focus on Gruul. We'll look for party synergies. I guess Strength of Solidarity technically is a party card too, isn't it? 1 mana, maybe +4/+4. It's also a sorcery though. We'll take the Colossus. I'm okay with that. Alright. So, some choices here. Can take the Diviner. And then we could actually just splash Adventure, which I'm kind of okay with. Otherwise, Seafloor Stalker kind of makes sense for party deck. I mean, when you're going for party deck, you go for the synergies. Let's take the Stalker. And then maybe it's more... Could be more red-blue. Splash green. Yeah. Okay with that. So I actually like Ascetic for the party deck. It's a cleric, which we don't have yet. And gain life and a win con. It buys time. I don't like it as much on the splash, but we don't know quite what we're splashing yet. You can't really splash Geyser Mage. That's something to keep in mind. Otherwise, we're taking a Chilling Trap. It's kind of just a cheap trick that draws a card. I'm going to go with the Ascetic. I'm not quite sure what direction we're going yet in terms of second color, so I kind of want to figure that out. So we can take Buying Veil, Spell Land. We want to play a lot of lands. Party decks are multicolor. They're land hungry decks. We probably don't need another Colossus right now. I'm just not really feeling the Strength of Solidarity. Yeah, we'll take Buying Veil. So Snarecaster versus Brute. Brute's better, I think. Just get a 3/3. It's a warrior. We don't have any black cards, so we don't really have a reason to play the Consumption, I don't think. And Inordinate Rage is playable, but not super exciting. I'm going to take the Brute. So Basswood Fortification, or we take another Spellcraft. I'm kind of fine with the Spellcraft, but like I said, I want to play a lot of lands. I'm going to take the Fortification. I want to play a lot of spell lands. Reclaim the Waste makes sense to me. We're already 3 color, possibly more. Snarecaster's whatever anyway. Chilling Trap would actually be okay, but I'm going to take Reclaim the Waste. This is more of a sideboard card, but I'm not going to play the Zendikar. I'll take the Broken Wings. Alright. So we're definitely party. Trying to figure it out. Intimidator's fine. Can get in there. But I kind of want this Emeria Captain. This can often be a 4/4 or 5/5 even. Or is it only... No, it's a 5. It can be a 5/5. Flying Vigilance for 4. It's pretty nuts. Or we just take the rare. It's just a solid beater. It's a class card. Can pump, your other dudes are warriors. It kind of makes sense to take. Plus, we don't necessarily want to branch into 4 colors yet, even though we do have the Pack Beast. We're probably good with 3 color. And it might still be Gruul, Splash, Blue, which means maybe the Geyser Mage isn't happening, but I don't know if that's a big deal or not. I'm going to take the Intimidator. So Gnarlid Colony is cool, but it's not a class card, which we need to focus on. We can take the Champion. I don't like that it's particular for warriors. We're not exactly short on warriors, though. Otherwise, we could take another Brute. I kind of like Brute more just because it's consistently a 3/3 rather than having to get the other thing for Champion. There's a Field Research in here too. Or Deadly Alliance on the Splash. I don't love Deadly Alliance on Splash. It's a great party card, but it's way better than Brute, though. Alright, we'll take it. Maybe we'll find some fixing. Spoils of Adventure. I mean, this is a fun party card, but could also take Rabid Bite. We have enough decent bodies. We don't really have much removal. Spoils of Venture is a great card, but we're already leaning into 5 color at this point. If I had some more pack beasts, I think it'd be a lot easier. So I think we'll just take the safe Rabid Bite. So Predation to splash for Deadly Alliance, not super exciting there. Nectar Pot I don't really need, it's not a class card. Can take the Protector, it's more draft chaff. Guess we'd probably take the Predation. I'm not going to play a Soaring Thought Thief in this deck. It's not worth it on splash. We don't have enough rogues, I think, for the Skulker. Could take the Fissure Wizard. You know what? That I might actually be okay with. Just a random looter that also is a wizard. Or I could take the Champion because it's a warrior. I still like our party synergies, though. I'm not going to focus on warriors, because I feel like it shifts gears a little bit more than I want. We can take the Colossus here. I don't really want to go for a landfall plan. Take another Colossus. I'm okay with that. Plunder. Top 3. Wait. X. 3 plus number. Put 3 of those in your hand. The rest on the bottom of your library in any order. It's kind of cool. But at best it's... Well, it's kind of cool. Let's see. Look at a ton of cards maybe. Otherwise, we maybe just take a Bubble Snare, but that's on the splash. I mean, everything's kind of on the splash here. I don't really like the idea of Bubble Snare, double blue splash. All right, got the Pack Beast. I mean, we got to take these over everything at this point. It's like exactly what we want. All right, can take another Buying Veil. See, all of these blue splash are too hard to play on the splash. The double blue is too much. I'm okay with doing spell lands because they can just randomly do something. They're free blue sources in the deck. Yeah. So we can take the Scorch Rider. It's a warrior. I'm okay with that. It's not great, but there's nothing else here I care about, so okay. So take another Brute. I'm alright with that too. Basically, all of the blue kicker spells are difficult to play unless your main color is blue. There's no sideboard because it's best of 1, so it doesn't matter what I take here. We'll just cut a green card that I'm not going to play. Take a Nectar Pot. Take the green card. We're not going to play Spare Supplies. That's kind of a cool card, but not what we want. Could take another Rabid Bite. Kind of okay with that. Just get some more removal. I don't think Geyser Mage is going to happen, which is fine. We've got a Gruul. All right, we're splashing some stuff. I think this plan is fine. We'll take the second Rabid Bite, get some more removal. Kind of synergizes with our Channeler to put instants and sorceries in the yard. Oh, there's Shatter Skull Minotaur. It's actually pretty good. Potential 5/4 haste for 2. That is good. I'm still going to take the Rabid Bite, I think. How many creatures do we have? We have quite a few. I think the Minotaur would have been a fine pick there, too. So we could splash the Familiar. We don't really have much kicker, though. I don't even think... Do we have any? We have a little bit, but not much. Rogue is actually fine. We're not going to get 8 cards in the yard, but it's another kind of just free spell for the deck. Could splash Feed the Swarm. I'm not opposed to that. I'm okay taking Rabid Bite here too. Outrider is a good card for the party deck, but it's on the splash. I think I'll take the Rabid Bite. Alright, another Rabid Bite. Vortex. Whirling Regrowth I kind of like. Yeah. It's ramp fixing. We do have 2 Pack Beasts though, but we're kind of like 4 color now. Yeah, we want the Regrowth, I think. So Colony Ambush, free spell land. Otherwise, the Stalker is good. It's going to be unblockable 3/3 a lot of the time. Silencer would actually is looking good in here too. But we kind of already have a deck. I'm going to take just spell lands, and because then we can just play a metric ton of lands. Like Umara Wizard, I'm happy to play here too. I'm going to take it over the... Oh, but this Pack Beast. I can't pass Pack Beast. It's too important for what we're trying to do. Relic Amulet's actually kind of cool in here because these are all wizards. Which is actually kind of cool. But it's probably not good enough to take. Can't take the Diviner because we have a lot of wizards already. And it's just a random flyer. It's on the splash though, a little bit awkward. Could just take the Scythe Cap, but it doesn't really fit synergistically with the deck. I think I'm actually going to take the Relic Amulet just to do a count. Just to count it. I don't think it's going to happen, but I want to see. We have a lot of warriors now. I guess Champion gets quite a bit better. 3 mana, 4/3 often. That just might be good enough. Plus with triple Rabid Bite can kill a lot of things. Domination on the splash. Not going to work, but really good. A 3rd Colossus seems unnecessary, but I'm not going to play Field Research. I'm not going to splash for Bubble Snare. Double blue for Bubble Snare is too much for us. I'm not going to splash a Sky Dancer. Just take a Colossus. I guess 3rd Colossus is just so unlikely to happen. You can take an Ambusher. It's another cheap warrior. You can take a Tormenting Voice. It's probably not going to make the deck. Don't really need a Might of Marasa. I'll take the Tormenting Voice. I don't think it's going to happen, though. Don't need any of this. Just take the Familiar. We're not going to play. Just take this. Got the Stalker. It's actually kind of sweet. I think it's good. Definitely good for us. Alright. So, yeah. This is pretty cool. Let's put our spell lands over here. The Buying Veils. Is there more, or is that all of it? So we currently have 4 spell lands. How many actual cards do we have for Relic Amulet? I don't want to get trapped by Relic Amulet. I do think it can be good, but we have to see how many actual wizards and instants and sorceries we have. So currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Wow. Somehow half the deck. I mean, after we make cuts, that's not going to be the case, but that is actually kind of cool. And we probably want to play 19, maybe even 20 lands with this deck. We can easily cut creatures, which is probably like just Scorch Rider immediately looks like one we can boot out of here. We have enough warriors, we don't need it. We can get rid of a Seagate Colossus easily. So probably don't want to cut any more creatures, which means we would have to cut instants and sorceries, which is going to impact Relic Amulet's viability in this deck. And yeah, 4 color, fairly high curve. I think at that point we gotta jam 19 lands minimum. And maybe even 20 if 4 of them are spells. Not that we want to play these spells necessarily as spells. Ambush being clearly better than the other two. Although I'd like to try out Buying Veil and see how good it is. It's probably not bad in situations. Especially with Relic Amulet. So we're probably down to like 18. Well, I guess with Roiling Regrowth and Reclaim the Waste, maybe we can get away with 19 lands. Not 18, but 19. So Tormenting Voice probably can get cut. I'd rather have the Reclaim, I think, and the Regrowth. So 2 to 3 more cuts. Probably the Plunder. I do like that this just refills your hand. So maybe for that reason it's better than Reclaim, but Reclaim is kind of sweet in this deck too. And like I said, I can't comfortably cut. It may not be worth it to do the amulet. I don't want to fight my own deck just to make an amulet work. Like, it might just be you're playing Wizards, great. You're going to be able to make it work. But don't force it outside of that, even though we have like 16 ways to do it right now, which is insane. Let's cut the amulet. And then we can cut one more. Maybe the Plunder. It is a 5-mana sorcery after all. On the splash. Still fine splashing Seafloor Stalker, by the way. Just as an unblockable dude. Unblockable 3/3. Non-creature spell. Could be Reclaim. Because I have 3 Pack Beasts. I have the Roiling Regrowth. I would think Regrowth is better than Reclaim. And even though we're 4 color, we're playing 19 lands with 3 Pack Beasts. So we should be able to get our splash color. So if I do this. It's only 18 lands. 18 with the Regrowth. Probably still not quite enough. Probably. Whoops, what did I get rid of? I got rid of a Buying Veil. Alright. Could be the Plunder. Kind of wanted to try this card out though. Because 5 mana you could end up looking at the top 8 of your deck and get 3. That's pretty good. But 18 lands does seem light. 4 of which are spells. Wow. I'm having way more difficulty than I thought. I could cut a creature. Like, I could just cut an Expedition Champion and never look back and not care. Because it's like... But it's also a 3 mana 4/3 a lot of the time in our deck. And it's a warrior for our Intimidator. Could cut the Brute. Those are the two I'm kind of looking at. I could cut a Stalker, and that might actually be okay. Maybe I don't need 2 Stalkers on the splash. It's basically just an extra party card. I'll have it as like a 1 of because it can get in. Is it not worth it on the splash? I don't know. It seems fine on the splash to me with triple Pack Beast. With triple Pack Beast and 2 Buying Veils, I run 1 island for regrowth and that's it. I could still do a count for the Relic Amulet just to look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Still have 17? How is that possible? It's like close to half our deck is... So 50% of our spells end up putting a counter on Relic Amulet. I still don't even know if it's worth it at that point. It probably is. It's amazing that the vast majority of the spells in our deck put counters on Relic Amulet. I mean, now I'm just debating, is it a better splash than Seafloor Stalker at that point? Would I rather just have a thing that can ping my opponent? I can't, not ping my opponent, but take out their creatures. I don't know. "17 spells. It's pretty good. Close to 50% of the deck puts a counter on it. Alright, we'll try it. I'm probably getting a little greedy here. But... wait, this isn't a... Alright, never mind. Okay. I think I'm confused. Or not confused, but it's a little bit tricky, but this isn't a wizard spell. I don't think. Or is it? Now I have to look. Alright, well, the notes and rules information on Pack Beast says that it adds the creature types in all zones, not just the battlefield. So it does actually work for Relic Amulet. Okay. So we'll try it, because that's going to be the same for Adventurer too. So 17 spells that work with Relic Amulet. We'll try it. So we need 1 black mana, 1 island, and then the rest can be green and red. What's our green and red color looking like? Twice as much green as red, but we do actually need red for... oh, maybe we don't need red that much. Okay, cool. So primarily green. We'll do one blue, and this is just for the Roiling Regrowth. 1 black, and then the rest green and red. And we'll do so 13 lands left. We probably want maybe 5 red sources and 10 green sources. No, we could probably do 6 and 9. So like this. Okay. Interesting. Just a bizarre little party build here, but we'll see what we can do with it. Alright, we'll see you round 1. Alright, we're in round 1. We're on the draw. I think I'll keep it just because basically any land and we can play the Brute and have Rabid Bite. So we have a little bit of protection. And we're running 19 lands, so I feel like it's a little less likely that we don't get the gas that we need here. That was a great draw. So we can play the Fissure Wizard and discard something. We're definitely playing Fissure Wizard. Do we want to loot? I kind of do. could ditch the plunder. I mean, it'll refill our hand, but the thing is, I like everything else that we're doing. Creatures, removal, yeah, and I don't want to ditch the land, so... I mean, I could ditch nothing, but I think I'm actually going to ditch plunder. Because now we can just go, like, Brute, Adventurer. What's the Night Runner do? Colony Ambush is a good draw. Let's go Brute here. Pass. So now we can do like Adventurer and then have Rabid Bite, Colony Ambush, Synchronized Spellcraft. Well, if they're going to Deadly Alliance something, I guess I would prefer. Alright. So Pack Beast is cool. We'll play it. I don't really want a Rabid Bite. Well, it does have Death Touch, I guess. Alright. Then at least we can smash back. Alright, Buying Veil, so there's a blue mana. We got rid of our splash card. But I can still play Buying Veil off the Pack Beast, so... we want the 5th land, though. So I guess I'd rather play the Veil. I'd rather have the Ambush available to us. No attacks. So if they attack into the adventure, I'd probably play around a trick just because I have removal spells. So we'll take it. Rabid Bite's pretty slick, so... yeah, we can just... like basically kill all of their stuff right now. Let's go Rabid Bite. This. And then we attack for 7. And then I think we just Colony Ambush the Lagac here. I think we'll take it. Oh, that's cool. And we have 4 in our yard too. Let's get in there. So now we'll spellcraft while we have the extra damage here. And then we'll pass. Well, I have to jump block, so that's good news for us. And we just drop a channeler and pass. Sandbag the land because we can ditch it and get more gas in the tank. Alright, sweet. See you for game 2. Alright, we're on the play. We need red mana to make this hand work, but we have a lot of options. I mean, we have the 3-pack beasts plus 6 mountains. That's 9. I think we're going to risk it. It is a bit dangerous, but it doesn't feel worth mulliganing this, in my mind. Because I feel like we can still potentially do some stuff with this hand. We'll see. Alright, ascetic rather. So I think we'll play the Veil. Play the Colony Ambush. Which is fine. I mean, we have the Plunder, so it's not a huge deal. Get the Ascetic out. You know, Rabbit Bite, I guess. So we get a land, we can play an Adventurer. Which we'll do. Hopefully they don't have the second one like we do. Hopefully they play something we can kill, just do some Rabbit Bites. Good. I am perfectly content now. Just kill their stuff and get in there. You can play with this Rabbit Bite business. And then we even get to play Intimidator, which is nuts here with Veteran Adventurer. Because cowards can't block warriors. Alright, let's yeah, let's get in there. See what they do. They gotta kill it, right? Yeah. Sure. So then we just drop Brute and Channeler. And we've got 3 class stuff for Plunder. So we can look at top 6 and draw 3. It's pretty good. No plays. Let me Plunder first. So 3 cards in our hand. We'll take the removal. We'll just take the 3 spells. And call her good. We'll get in for 8. Sure. And then I'm actually gonna drop the Pack Beast. Guess I should have attacked Channeler too. You only get the 1. You can play him that turn. Okay, that's fine. Alright, cool. See for the next one. Alright, game 3. I think we can keep this. Be playing against a Warriors Beats deck here. Alright, that's cool. No play. Great draw. Channeler. Alright. Don't mind the life gain. We got a great late game plan, so no fears there. Let's go. I can play them, right? So, yeah. Okay. Let's do the brute, and then we'll pass. See what we draw. Expedition Healer. So there may be a party or a clerics deck. Not sure. So we can channeler and ditch something if I want. But I probably don't have to. Let's... Do I want to ditch any of these? Not really. Let's play the regrowth first. We'll sack a mountain. Get a blue and a black. And then we'll play the fortification as our 5th land and pass. Kind of like all of these cards in my hand, so I don't see a reason to ditch them yet. And if they attack, I'm definitely blocking because I don't mind if they use a combat trick, basically. Yeah. So we can do the... Maybe we can ditch the land because we still have 2 more lands to play. We might find more lands on top. Alright, let's do it. It's pretty cool. Guess we'll take it. I suppose we're not playing it, are we? Alright, fine. Maybe I should have just got the land. Do I want to play? I don't want to. I mean, I could play the Buying Veil, but I'm not going to. Nahiri's Binding is my guess. Which is fine, we can still use it as a Call in the Ambush stick. Oh, it could be Deadly Alliance as well. Tended Healer. Well, they get a cat out of it. Plunder's pretty cool. Let's do attack with Colossus. I'm going to play the Ascetic. Could have actually played the ambush there. Just take out the healer now, but we're not like immediately getting threatened by healer. We're allowing them to get little cats each turn, but it's not like the ability is currently super relevant. So we'll block with the brute. Yeah, I don't want to, because if they have a trick, I don't want to lose my Ascetic. Alright, that's fine. Pack Beast is pretty sweet. We've got land refill in our hand too, which is nice. I'm also kind of okay with that. Practiced tactics. How many creatures in their party do they have? Just clerics? No, they're dealing 4 damage to it. So I wasn't sure if that's showing how many party members or what. I guess we can use Buying Veil to save our Colossus. So I'll do that. And then we'll drop a Pack Beast. Could have actually left up the ambush, which might have been good here, but this is fine. So plunder now is look at top 7. Draw, get 3, choose 3. It's pretty slick. Channeler still needs 2 more spells. We do have those in hand. Alright. We don't have a way to interact with enchantments, I don't think, so this could be an issue, but it's alright. For now we're not bad. I'm willing to trade my Pack Beast for a Protector, I think. I don't need the Pack Beast right now. The extra land here is good, I think. Let's just get in with the Ascetic again. We want to get dudes off their board, that's for sure. Yeah. So the problem is we can't fight and kill either one without losing one of our guys. So we probably fight. I mean, I could save my Ascetic by fighting the Pack Beast on the Protector. We still get 2 for 1, unfortunately, but we need to get dudes off their board. The Seagate Banneret's going to be a big deal. Alright, I guess we save our Ascetic. Oh, they still have something? Alright, well they got us. So, we're actually in pretty big trouble now. I can make this a 4/4 though, but I don't want to discard a Plunder. We'll see if I have to. Didn't I put the... Oh, I was going to say, I did put that first, but... They had the thing there. Okay. So let's do Plunder. Oh, that's cool. Get a couple removal. And take the Brute. And then we'll pass. Okay, well, I'm glad they're not doing Seagate Banneret because... Is it less than or equal to? Lesser than 30 mana cost. Alright, well, that's good. So we have 7 mana, which is not quite enough to do these two. But now it probably is. Let's see, we play the Pack Beast. And we can play Brute and still do Deadly Alliance. Alright, let's just pass, I guess. I don't think I want to kill anything yet. Let's see how they attack first. They might use their mana on the Banneret. They currently can get back their Protector, the Hierophant. Just something I have to guess worry about. Well, now they can't use Banneret, so I guess that's okay. Although if they rip the land... No, they already played land, so they can't. Okay. Spira, Outrider. Alright. I guess we have to kill that. Alright. So I can probably ditch the Pack Beast. Although Spellcraft can nuke them for 4, but I don't think we care about that now. Kind of need to kill the Banneret just because they have too much of an army. And at least the Channeler can keep stuff at bay. So I think we just kill this now. And then I guess we can play the Pack Beast. Alright. I mean, all land draws now we can convert with our Channeler into something better. Alright, so they got what they needed. Because that was going to be our little engine that could. But board looks okay. What can the Hierophant get back? Can basically just get back a Protector. So, okay. So 15 cards left. We do have still have some fatties in here, but we don't have any ways to go over top or underneath. No unblockable, no flying. Oh, well, that's too bad. All right, well, my internet disconnected and I got a game lost, so we'll move on to the next one. Let's see. Yeah, we can keep this, actually. This hand's fine. We can go Pack Beast into Channeler. So we'll probably play the Fortification first. Alright. Oh, that's nice. Alright, unfortunately they're going to get us with the duelist, because it's not worth it to me to play a colony ambush here. So we'll just take the dude dying and be done with it. Actually, I guess I can Bind Veil to save it. It's not a very good save, though. I'll let it die. I'm not thrilled about it, but it doesn't seem worth it to get rid of a Bind Veil just to save our pack beast. I mean, it does fix our mana, I guess, but that's alright. I think we'll just wait in case they like Rabid Bite or something. Okay. So ditch the land. We'll play the Intimidator. And I think we'll play a Bind Veil. And I guess we can Rabid Bite actually too. Yeah, they got us. Sure, we'll take 5. Okay. Guess we'll ditch ambush because we don't really have great fights here anyway. Rapid Bite's a little bit better, but they have 5 open mana and 3 cards in hand, so they probably have removal. Fissure Wizard's not really that great here either, to be honest. But we might as well just play 2 dudes, I guess. So why don't we get in with Intimidator? And then we'll just play 2 dudes. So we'll take 5. Yeah, that card is pretty good. Let's see here. So I guess we'll make this a coward. I suppose I should have probably done this first, huh? Yeah. So let's see, get in with these two. Make this 4-2. Keeping everything back, huh? Well, I guess that's cool. Just play the ascetic and chill. Oh, that's a good draw. Let's do that. So we can get our Colossus, champion, and I guess a second red. So we'll do that. Oh, I could have. Well, I wouldn't have been able to play it, so that doesn't make sense. All right, we hang out. All right. I think we might actually need to do some attacks here soon. Spellcraft. Well, that's actually kind of nice. Yeah, because they're at 11 too. We have 6 mana, so we can play both of these and then set up for a spellcraft next turn, or we can make this a coward. I think we'll just jam these because I don't think we're dead next turn. So I'd rather get a couple creatures right now. A couple warriors in particular. And set up for a nice upcoming attack. Especially if they attack. So we'll make the... I guess we'll make the Blight Blade. I think we'll make the Blight Blade the coward. Because then we can kill Verazal. Can also make Verazal the coward, but I don't want to randomly die to it either. With Synchronized Spellcraft, we should be able to kill them, I think, because of the extra 4 damage. Verazal's going to block either way. I think we do this just fine. And then I think we do actually attack with everything. They have all their blockers, but I don't think we're going to die on the backswing, especially not. I don't know. It depends. We might die on the backswing. We'll see how they block. So this way, they're only taking 4. Okay, so then we spellcraft the Verazol. All right. Might Rasa for the lose. All right, we'll see for the next one. Yeah, we'll keep this. Turn 2 Intimidator doesn't seem too bad. All right. So we'll just kill that. Suppose might as well go all in. Oh, I should have pumped first, because now I could have gotten eaten by the practice tactics there. So that was a early format mistake. Okay, so I think we just jam a big dude and pass. So I can give a warrior trample too, so puts him in a tougher spot. That's cool. Let's just go. This thing becomes a coward. This thing gains trample. Tactics targeting that. I think I can just pump it, right? Alright. Got there. See you for the next one. Alright, we can keep this. Got a couple party dudes and some rabid bites, I guess, for early creatures. Alright. I think we'll just kill that and attack back. Third land, so now we can go yeah, we can go champion here and pass. If we rip a land next turn, we can go Pack Beast, Rabid Bite. Looks like they're thinking about killing that champion, though. Which is fine. Dizzy Raptor, not exactly what I was expecting. Alright. Well, Rabbit Bite's good too, so let's I think we just eat the beast here. Then we'll get in for 4. And I want to save the Pack Beast because I guess mana fixing and making our class stuff better, like Seagate Colossus. Take it. See if they kind of want them to pump. That would be ideal. Alright, that's the best news we could have gotten, because now we can actually just go off here. Get in for 6. We don't even need to do the Rabid Bite, so no reason. Now they're just keeping it back, which is also fine. Open mana though. Let's just do the Seagate Colossus and pass. I don't want to trade my champ. They have to leave 5 mana up to trade with my champion, but kind of ahead right now, so if they have removal, we'll let them use it on our Colossus. We still have a ascetic on backup here, so I'm kind of okay with this. I could have just played this post-combat in case they had a removal spell of some sort or something, but that's okay. They have to leave up 5 mana for me to not want to attack. Alright, so they're leaving it up again. I'm still just 1 land shy of being able to do the Ascetic plus the Rabid Bite. So I'm just gonna post-combat play the Ascetic and pass. Alright, so they can't do their thing now, which is good. So I think we'll eat the bird. That's pretty sweet. Let's play this now, actually. Just for the reduced cost. And, do I have any need to Rabid Bite? No. So, let's just get in. They can't pump. So, I'm okay with this. Sure. No reason to Rabid Bite a 2/2 that I see. Alright, well that's unfortunate for us. Let's see here. Buying Veil. That's actually sweet. Our Buying Veil, I think, is going to beat this Agadeem's Awakening. That's pretty cool. Well, it played that pretty intelligently, actually. So, I guess we'll just protect our guy, because otherwise we can't even cast the Buying Veil. And then what? Then what do we kill? Just kill Banneret now? Alright. If I don't kill Banneret, they can pump, so my Pack Beast can't attack. If they don't have a creature play here or a removal, then our attack gets better. Oh, that's too bad. Well, I guess I didn't want the Roiling Regrowth, but the Plunder would have been nice. I guess I wouldn't have been able to cast it, so maybe not. So we lose both our guys. We have nothing. And they're at 1 life. probably like our last fatty. Kind of played them all this game. So they can double pump the Shadow Cat by sacking the Mucklord. Well, how does this work? I see. So if I block, they sack the Mucklord, put a counter on there, put a counter on here. It's still a 2-for-1. They're left with a 4-4 though. What's my other option? I take 3. They're left with 3 creatures. I have to discard 2 to find 1 spell. It's probably not worth it. I think we just let them have the 4-4. They don't draw any cards either. Like it's not a bad deal for us. We get 2 cards off their board. We do lose our Channeler, but I guess they draw the card from that. It's tough either way. I can't leave them with 3 creatures. I guess I could leave that because we don't have a blue spell left. Because the Plunder's gone. Oh, that's cool. Wish I had a glass card. If I had 1, they'd just be dead. Uh-oh, Crawling Barrens. I think that means they actually are going to kill us too. Because they can put... I wasn't anticipating the manland. Yeah. Yeah, we're dead. They just put a counter on that and then activate it and then sack it to the Shadow Cat. Or play a Resolute Strike. Either one works. Alright, we got whooped. This draft is only disappointing because I had like the internet issue and lost the game there, and then I lost to like Pump Spell. Just a weird draft. I didn't mind our deck. I didn't think it was incredible. It had some kind of cool synergies, but ultimately was not able to get there with it. But I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back for more. We'll see you for the next one.